Yeah, I just came back from like a 7-month hiatus, and I'm 3-0ing the #1 player in Maryland. What can you say? I'm just better. And that's with his Pikachu, too.
And that's a big thing about DM is he's so versatile and he adapts so well. He has so many characters that he can pull out for whatever situation he needs. And even if he's like, oh, I'm going to stick with the Aegis like he did, he almost reversed 3-0 just Blue in the first in Winners Finals. So it's like, you just have to watch how adaptable this guy is.
Oh my God,
that
he died to
is
that.
Crazy.
That had to have been some potato DI on his part.
I think he thought he was going to get hit that way, so he DI'd.
Yeah, that had to have been a little bit of potato DI. Just Blue getting away with a pretty early stock, but DM is not having it. He's
swinging right back, and that's another anvil. Going to clank. I thought that up air might be able to get above it, which it can, but not that one.
Yeah, he's fighting back right now, so it's like definitely not out of the park for DM. Even though he's not letting that like hurt his mental right now. He's like, you know what? That's fine. I get it. That's my fault. And you know what? The jab at ledge, that's going to take the stock. Reset this back to 0-0.
Exactly.
DM only taking 13% for that. That's pretty rough for Just Blue, considering he essentially zeroes a death hit.
And that's a really, really good for DM, especially against Steve. Because one Steve hit, you'll get, like, he just messed up his combo. He still got, like, 26.
Yeah, that's so big. Right now, he has him off stage. This is such an important spot for DM right now, and this is a point of contention where DM is so good is just keeping like the pressure at ledge. Even against Steve, where like he let Steve get back, he was like doing really well at just keeping him at ledge and not taking too much for it. Right there too, like shielding all of those up tilts.
He can't roll because of his TNT.
Yeah, and only taking an up tilt up air there is like really good for that kind of pressure from Steve.
Exactly. And I think, he has stone tools on right now. Those do have more durability than wood tools, but shielding, shielding all those up tilts is going to get like that durability down somehow.
Yeah. Right now, DM looking a little rough to start off this set. 88 to his last stock. Oh, that's a rough up beat.
Yeah, and that's going to be 44.
44.
Okay, that's not as bad as it could have been.
Yeah. Oh, now he has Diamond, though. He's Diamond half of his resources. All it takes is for, if Just Blue loses this stock, it's actually going to be significantly harder for DM to be able to win this game, because now he's 83. If he takes his stock, it's going to be Just Blue with Diamond and full resources.
And that up smash charged a little bit. Not going to do it
not
just
gonna
yet.
take it. A little stale,
he
honestly.
does craft the Diamond this stock.
I think he's just ready to take it this stock.
Confident about that minecart right there.
Yeah, that's going to be a rough game one. Really good game one from Just Blue, though.
Yes. That first stock actually by DM after he got 0 to death was really, really nice, but he couldn't keep that going, that momentum.
Yeah.
But honestly, I just want to see how he's going to be adapting here.
The adaptation from DM is going to be really important. I'm very surprised at the Smashville pick. Recently, I've been talking with Just Blue about Smashville. I don't know if people remember the grand finals we had recently when I went all Min, and it was BSB a couple weeks ago. Myself and Just Blue had talked to like Didi and Onan and some other Steves about like some specific counterplay on Smashville, and they were all saying, you know, Smashville's not very good for Steve. Just Blue and Onan are very optimistic about this stage, but I also know at the same time this is aside from the fact that Pyra can't full hop onto the center platform, this is an amazing stage for Aegis.
She can't full hop on the center platform?
Not on Smashville, but on Hollow Bastion she can, and that's why that's her best stage.
That's funny.
Tied with Battlefield and Town.
I did not know that.
Yeah. This stage is like really good for her, aside from the fact that Pyra can't fall off onto the platform, but she also has the mix-up of being able to jump with, she can jump with Mythra and then just switch to Pyra and be able to just land there anyway.
After that up B, Mythra's going to be falling so fast, it's incredible.
Yeah.
He couldn't even get that back air out in time, or Just Blue couldn't to punish it. But one thing I would like to point out is every time Steve is on screen on one of the Animal Crossing stages, the commentator has to say it, but he uses the axe here instead of the pickaxe, so mine faster.
That's a big reason why a lot of the Steves I think they don't do well on this map, just because it's close quarters, so if you mess up a Steve, you can get a press, but also because you're wasting your axe trying to mine for resources, you're not going to be able to have it as much. But regardless, Just Blue is proving like this stage is good for Steve. You guys are just not doing it right.
Exactly, and the big thing about that situation is DM had no jump, and he was in that really awkward position, like diagonally above ledge, where
oh my god, he's
can't
opening
get anywhere.
Yeah, he's doing such a good job of just being able to apply the pressure to DM right now.
Yeah.
103, he hit him with like jab, fair, spike, like up tilt, fair, spike again.
Yeah.
Such brutal percentage.
His fair spikes have been on point today. that back air, not even going to do it. That's
This is
crazy.
what I want to see from DM more. Like, this is actually super important that not a lot of people do.
Let's break
being
that.
able to micromanage neutral against Steve, and when you have him disadvantage, fighting back, fighting the. Oh my God!
I don't
missed
know
both
why
those down
he
smashes.
thought the second one would hit without moving.
Yeah, that was such a big mistake. Being able to micromanage, being able to play against Steve, and breaking his mind, like his crafting table in the same space of neutral, not even when taking stock, is so important because that's resource management.
It's also almost as if that crafting table is something like a Luma or a Nana that like you don't obviously have to worry about it in advantage or neutral or whatever, but like if you hit Steve away, you can then deal with the crafting table.
It's important to keep it in mind.
Exactly.
You know? It's really important to be able to like micromanage it. I know a lot of min-mins, they'll have Steve at ledge and they're pressuring with like ram, but at the same time they'll also like down smash or up smash.
Yeah.
At the same time of being able to apply the pressure.
And
That's such
DM
good
all of a
fair.
sudden right back in this. Great fair placement.
Bringing it all the way back, and Just Blue has no resources either.
Yeah, it's really funny because Just Blue like summoned a new crafting table and then like got pushed off the platform, so you had to summon another new crafting.
Yeah, this is actually such a bad. This position right here
So-
if he didn't have Diamond, he would be actually a mid-tier because he has no resources, and it's going to be a lot harder for him to be able to keep out a character like Aegis, who's particularly fast, or they're hard-hitting,
Yeah.
and can like space around a lot of their kit.
He does manage to get out of that with a pretty smart block play right there, though, and now he's got that iron, got that wood on deck. Ooh, DM
He
trying
has some resources. This is kind of just enough that he needs because he has cart and he has a little bit of block. Running out of the wood there is actually so important because when you don't have wood, you're starting to use your iron for your resources as blocks instead.
And that forward air gonna take it.
Oh my God, such a
So-
good snipe from DM.
Yeah, DM had a rough first half of that game, but really, really bringing it back there in the second half. And it just goes to show you how much you're never out of it until you're out of it.
Yeah, that was a really well-positioned fair too because he knows that at that height, Just Blue is going to minecart, but he jumps slightly higher with an instant double jump to be able to hit him with the fair, so that way he's not hitting the cart, because if he hits the cart, then he doesn't kill him with the fair.
Exactly.
He's hitting him out of the cart with the fair, and it's going to kill him. That's just like such impressive like micromanaging from
And
DM.
a great awareness too of just like he's always so aware of the opponent. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what I mean about like DM's like familiarity against Steve. Like he just knows like such small nuances, and being like the punish game is like phenomenal when he's landing.
Exactly.
It's insane minecart to start off that game.
Yeah,
no,
and
no redstone.
yeah, just like straight up raw minecart. But I will like to say is, in the winner's final set, DM got so much mileage off of that Mythra Nair combo starting just at 0. And it seems like in this set here, he's looking to continue that trend. Except in this set, he didn't have to go down 2 games.
Yeah.
It's 1-1 now, and it's looking like the momentum's all on his side. So really, we were saying, oh, it's going to be cool to see how DM adapts. Really, now I think it's on Just Blue to adapt.
Yeah. This has been such an amazing start to this game. This is literally perfect Steve counterplay. Granted, he's doing it with Aegis.
Yeah.
This is perfect Steve counterplay where he's putting him at disadvantage and then fighting the crafting table, so that way he's wasting resources. So that way, if he does come back and is playing neutral, he's having to still waste his resources.
Yeah, exploding that TNT on himself. He only took like, what, 20%
That was
from
like 20, but you know, not too bad. You don't really want to risk too much of that against Steve.
Yeah, of course.
But regardless, he's doing like this game is such an impressive like turnaround.
Those
from the last
back
2 games.
airs leading into each other and then at up B has really been helping him. But that falling anvil, I thought he was standing on it, but it looks to be not the case. As that was a risky up B, but it paid off.
I respect it. That was a ultimate up B where like it seems caveman-y and mashy, but it's kind of just like it's gonna win.
Yeah.
Right now, DM he's looking really well for this game right now at 111, but Just Blue also about to be at 90%. Like he's approaching death percent.
Yeah, especially with this Pyra out here. That Prominence Revolt not going to do it, does not get the strong hit. However, 99 into 124.
God, that up smash was so risky, and then it just did not pay off in his favor,
And
honestly.
DM just looking so in control right now.
DM is
3 stocks to
looking
1.
dominant right now.
That's what the D and DM stands for.
Yeah, dominant.
Exactly.
He's doing such a good job of just keeping Just Blue in disadvantage and playing like around his disadvantage state. Seems disadvantage state is like
that was such a good way to avoid that.
Uh-oh.
That was such a good way to avoid that back air. Damn, that footstool doesn't get anything off it, but he still sets up for the situation afterwards and just
his positioning has been amazing this game.
goes for the ledge trump. timing, but Just Blue knows to get off ledge.
That's gonna be a back throw.
enough.
Yeah, right now he's kind of just going for the kill with the you know, whatever side beast called.
And that jab.
Is that gonna take
nah.
it?
At full ledge probably, but he was a little bit into the stage.
This is Just Blue's gonna have to figure something out. He's gonna have to. He's not dead, but this game's over. This game is not.
Yeah, this
not
game
a
is over,
Steve
and that's
favorable
gonna be
game.
a 3 stock.
A 3 stock to kind of turn around the big deficits that DM has been playing for this entire grand final set.
Exactly.
Game 1, he was down and he had to play from a comeback, which he was doing well on. And then last game, he was down for a majority of the game, playing both of them at 2 stocks, 170 to like 40.
Yeah, and he got it.
And then still being able to win. And then this game itself is just a huge turnaround and like DM showing like his dominance over like the Steve matchup right now.
And we do need to remember that this is the first set of grands, so if DM wins this next game, we get a whole
Could be
reset.
a whole nother set.
So Just Blue does have some time to adapt, but right now, DM is just looking unstoppable.
This is a respectable count. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe that worked.
That is just utmost confidence right there.
Yeah, that's a knowledge check right there. He
Yeah.
said you're gonna get hit by this, and I know it.
You do not
Great,
know.
great patience and timing
Yes,
from DM.
exactly.
On the third up tilt, it becomes like -4, -5. He knows he can roll there. That's the point of safety where you know you can roll.
Yeah.
Right
50
now,
to 99.
50 to 99. This is definitely unfortunate. Oh,
I really like
insane
that.
call out.
Yeah, he also used the like kind of crouching animation from that up smash to avoid one of Just Blue's attacks.
Yeah, he low squatted it and then was able to punish the jump with the up smash. It's doing
Exactly.
so much damage too, and just taking the stock. Oh,
And great spacing by for not hitting that TNT. Yet again, not hitting it, and really just ignoring the TNT and still being able to execute your ledge trap like DM was. That's what we like to see out of someone who's truly skilled in this match.
Oh, he's a dead girl.
Oh no, he's
Oh,
fine.
what? You didn't punish that? I'm surprised.
Yeah, Just Blue getting kind of stuck there in that Elytra animation, so he's unable to get an aerial or a anvil or any of those down tilt even out.
Yeah. This is
This
quite
is
impressive gameplay from
brutal,
DM right now.
yeah.
Ooh, this is looking rough for Just Blue right now. Just Blue is definitely feeling the pressure right now.
And that,
Up tilt.
yeah, that up tilt. Again, he's on pace for a 3 stock right here. Maybe not.
Not gonna get
but
the 3 stock, but
yeah,
he is
commentators
up by
could.
so much right now that it kind of doesn't even matter.
Yeah, and it's not even that he's up by so much, it's that he's outplayed him so many times that Just Blue's not just like, oh, he got lucky, he got a good combo, I can come back. Just Blue's kind of mentally defeated right now. Or at least,
He's looking a little rough for wear and neutral right now. He's kind of just trying to maximize his punishes, but a lot of times when he's getting these openings, he's not getting as much as like he needs.
and yet again, it just shows how talented DM at this matchup. His defensive counterplay, still on point.
Yeah.
Is there a place in this matchup where he's weak? I don't think so.
Yeah. Right now, this is just such impressive. Like his Steve counterplay is like this makes like for perfect like if you want to know how to counterplay Steve,
Yes, watch
pick
this.
this character and watch this.
And
that's just gonna be the
back air, yeah. I think that was also potato DI by Just.
That was a little bit of potato DI, but that's DM taking the first set 3-1.
Yes, indeed.
We're just seeing a reset here. DM, after that game 2, he kind of just steamrolled Just
Yeah.
Blue.
It took him less time to get the engine running this set than it did last set, and because of that, he's just been able to barrel over Just Blue these past
Yeah.
2 games. I really think Just Blue needs to just take a second, take a deep breath, and recompose himself, or else the DM train is just going to keep on chugging.
Yeah, he's gonna have to figure out a little bit more patience, a little bit more of being able to pay attention to DM's approaches and where DM is coming in on him. Because a lot of times right now, like I saw that game, he sets up a double wall in mines, and DM sits there, he fares. Oh my god, it worked again.
That's crazy.
But right now, like DM's counterplay to being, okay, his counterplay to being like Just Blue's blocks are like really impressive because he sets up to break it, but Just Blue doesn't break it fully because then Just Blue can act, and you're still in your move animation from breaking the block. So he sets it up for it to crumble like just in like a second or two. Waiting for Just Blue's option because he's mining, but as soon as that block goes down,
Yeah.
he knows, like DM knows, all right, it's punish time. I can just wait for the option he chooses and punish it.
Yeah, and Just Blue, he can't get those blocks up fast enough to deal with how precisely and quickly DM is just going to be able to get rid of those.
Yeah. This is a spot where like he's going to be able to get a little bit like more of his resources, but the trade-off is that he's in such a disadvantaged position.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's really good awareness from DM to be able to know like the trade-offs and the risk-reward of, okay, well, I'm not going to sit here and just keep destroying these blocks over and over so that way he doesn't get his resources. I'm going to let him mine, but I'm going to also pressure him by having the block just about to crumble. Now you have to act, and now it's my turn to play bait and punish.
And he does trade that F-tilt with the minecart and will go down for that, but ooh, I'm surprised he didn't get a harder punish than that. However, DM seconds away from taking this stock if he can just land one of those Pyra aerials.
Yeah, a little bit antsy on those up Bs. They're really good if they catches, but if it doesn't catch, like you're in such a bad spot.
Exactly. I like going back to Mythra here. You have the foresight to get out. You have the speed and the
wow.
And your aerials are still big enough, but
yeah.
Switching to Pyra to kill. He's
And
just right character, right time.
Something important about Aegis, which, you know, it happens to a lot of Aegis players, and I know this has been an issue for DM in the past. I'm not sure about how he feels now. I think he's a lot better at it. Is like the Pyra curse, where you're like, all right, well, they're at kill percent. I kind of just want to stay Pyra here and get the kill. But
Great
Pyra in
tomahawk.
herself has the disadvantage, but he's making super high value of being able to like go Pyra. When he's going Pyra, it's not disadvantage to him, and he's not overcommitting in his Pyra state.
He's become really, really polished at being able to just play neutral correctly as Pyra, which is going to be very important in this matchup. She breaks those blocks, she gets those hits, and most importantly, she ends those stocks.
Yeah. Right now, this is definitely a hard-looking spot for DM right now.
Exactly.
Just Blue with Diamond, he doesn't have much resources, but he's at a position where he doesn't have to approach anymore. He can kind of just force DM to approach by setting up blocks, and he's not in a position where he has to fall out of the corner.
Exactly. And
this is a scary spot for like DM right now.
Oh,
That's
unfortunate air dodge. Yeah, Just Blue really just got the momentum that game and played well enough defensively that DM couldn't like steal away any of those stocks. When you're that down against Steve, you really just need to make one of those X Factor situations happen.
You need to figure something out. You need to take a minute in neutral, you know, step back, figure out what options he's kind of going for, and you have to like go for a big call out that you're really confident in.
Exactly.
Right now, not winning on Smashville, which is actually, this is a big moment for Just Blue because last set, DM won 2 games on Smashville. He won both the games that he won on both the games that they went Smashville. He won.
Yes.
So now that he's losing on Smashville, he's like, I don't know. I don't really want to go back here because he kind of two-stocked me that game.
Yeah, and going back to Battlefield, I think.
Battlefield. Yeah, this is an interesting pick. I know it's a really good stage for Aegis because once she gets her openings, she's kind of smothering you.
Yeah.
But in the
so
same
hard to
time,
land.
at the same time, Steve can kind of sit under the blocks, and you can't really approach him from above. You can't approach him from front because he sets up the blocks, and it's a really hard position to combat. And the layout is just really good for Steve.
I think it's just it's going to be a advantage for both of these characters. We'll just see who's going to be able to make better use of what the stage gives.
Right. It's definitely going to be a very swingy game just based off of both of them being able to utilize the stage.
Ooh, I like
God,
that.
she can go so far out. It's so like,
Yeah.
and the confidence from DM too to be able to go for it and still know that it can make it back because it's really important damage and positioning.
Yes, the damage especially. Every percent counts against Steve because you never know when he's going to be able to tech those blocks. But one more would have been untechable. And great catch on the roll. Yeah,
that was such a smart option from DM because he knows that it's covering. It covers neutral get up, covers roll. Depending on the positioning, it might also cover get up attack. Oh, and another good read.
Speaking of get up attack,
speaking of catching someone at ledge with
that
a
was
charge
one
option.
that was one of the. Oh, I think my get up attack will hit him here because he's charging this. That was like a DM didn't know moment and he wanted to figure it out. The curiosity killed the cat.
Yeah, it's more of an option where it's just like, I mean, I can wait here, but it's like, I can maybe try to fight back. Not working in his favor, though.
Yeah.
Up tilt spot dodge. Up tilt spot dodge is honestly like, for Steve players, that doesn't get a lot of credit because instead of doing up tilt, where it becomes not safe and you roll out of it, being able to do up tilt spot dodge, up tilt makes it so their shield's still shrinking. When they spot dodge, you can't just drop shield and roll unless you know they're going to do it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
it gives you the 50-50.
Yeah, it's free shield pressure of being able to for that shield to shrink anyway, and then be able to still get the 2 up tilts, and you can't roll away.
Exactly. And Just Blue making good use of that this whole bracket here.
Yeah, he's been doing such a good job of being able to pressure so many people, winning a lot of these 50-50s. But this game right now, DM is up in spades. Already lapped him in percent on his last stock. Just Blue, one piece of iron. I don't even know if he gets a minecart out of that.
Did you just say one piece?
You know. But yeah, right now only a single ingot of iron. I don't even know if he gets anvil or minecart out of that.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't know if it's double. Yeah,
he gets minecart.
He gets the single minecart, but he's not able to get the redstone out of it. Getting his resources back, that's actually pretty good for a spot like this, because if he can take the stock, all it takes is one seed combo.
But DM is not going to let that happen if he can help it, and that is crazy that he got grabbed by that.
Yeah. This is such a scary spot for both these players right now, because DM really doesn't want to afford to like lose this. Oh my god.
They both took like a second of hesitation there, and the patience on DM was just incredible. He won that game because of that one interaction with patient there. If he gets caught by that F smash, he either dies in a bad position and probably dies from the ledge trap. And then one stock against Steve is a really, really treacherous situation to be in.
Yeah. It was kind of a worth play from Just Blue too, because he knows he's doing those F smashes at full range, where Mythra can't do anything to punish them with a hard attack.
Exactly.
She can't. All she has is dash attack, and you don't really want to do that as Mythra. You don't want to do that in that position of disadvantage or neutral, because sending him off stage kind of gives him a chance to reset, even if you want to take the 50-50 of being able to edgeguard him. If you're not confident in doing that, especially in Battlefield, it's super risky. So he's kind of positioning himself instead for all right, well, you missed it. You're still at ledge. I'm not going to over-commit here. I'm just going to wait for you.
And DM timing a safe aerial there very well.
Yeah. Those are some very, very slightly delayed jabs there for the jab train. Going to 92 already in the first 15 seconds.
Yeah, and we're going on PS2 here. Not back to Smashville. And not back to Battlefield either.
Yeah. This is definitely an interesting pick from Just Blue. I think he's realized, the flats, it's not going to work because he lost some Talos. Just Blue, or DM, maybe banning Smashville Hollow Bastion. I'm not sure what he bans there. Maybe Hollow Bastion, Smashville FD.
I think he bans small Battlefield here for sure.
Yeah, so
probably definitely ban Town.
Yeah, maybe that too. So he knows it's a risk going to the single plats. He knows he can't go Battlefield. He can't go to the flats that he wants to. So you know what? It's kind of just might as well try Hollow Bastion or try Stadium.
I like that awareness by DM. He teched that, even though he didn't have to, because he knew the block would stay there, so the F smash would bounce him off it again and he wouldn't die.
Right. Oh, that was a.
Yeah.
That was a. I want to say that was
questionable prominence.
I would say that was a misinput, or just kind of a mental buffer option where he's I'm going to do it, but he knows he knows that it's not going to work and it's already too late, but he already mentally committed to doing it.
No, I feel you.
Right now, Just Blue. Oh, that actually was. He was in that was a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, nothing he does there makes it so that he loses.
Yeah, no matter what, he was just dead there.
And all of a sudden, Just Blue up by a lot, but DM taking that first stock. He is down a stock, but I was gonna say, if with a good and precise play, he can bring this back.
Yeah, quick 51 for his troubles. This is kind of a precarious spot for Just Blue, because he has literally no resources for mining, but he has gold and he has diamond. So if he needs to, he can build his weapon of choice, or he can kind of save it for next stock and be able to kind of just oppress there, but he'll still be hurting for resources. So this is definitely a precarious spot for Just Blue, because he's gonna get really oppressed here in neutral, and it's kind of hard for him to figure out what he wants to do here.
DM going for that down air, even though he could have gotten a true forward air or back air, because he wanted to get that heavy punish, get that stock off right there, because if he hit that down air, he gets a free up smash.
Yeah.
Same here, and that down tilt up air not going to do it quite yet.
Yeah. Insane bait with the F smash, and actually being able to punish off of it too with the down tilt up air. Not going to take it though. This might not going to kill.
Good DI, good DI.
Yeah, definitely some better DI that I've seen this set.
Yeah, and that's a back air. 120. This is doable. Just Blue doesn't really have those resources.
He doesn't have any block resources, but he has diamond weapons. So the trade-off here is definitely going to be important for Just Blue to be able to take advantage of.
Skittle Shield on deck for DM, but he's going to be able to hit him out of that minecart, and this is just going to be a little bit more damage. Every hit helps, and that iron block coming out.
This is such a problematic spot for Steve to be in, because he knows he has the kill power, but he doesn't have the positioning or the options to be able to win neutral.
Exactly, especially no iron right now. This is not where Just Blue is.
He only has stone to be able to set him away. And the more he sits here in mines, the more his diamond's going to break. So then he has another diamond on deck here.
But he does need to find where he can craft.
He needs to be able to find an opening to set it up, and it's going to be wasting more resources for him to be able to set it up because crafting table's already going to break here.
Ooh, and DM doing a really good job of just getting this damage slowly racked up.
Yeah, DM's doing such a good job bringing this game back. It's going to be quite impressive if he brings this back. At 3 stock to 1 depths. Oh my god, that uppie was so smart because he knows the up smash wasn't going to work because he was going to tech.
Oh.
Good tech from Just Blue. Oh,
and the dash attack?
That was such a risky up smash.
Yeah,
he had to know that wasn't going to work.
I feel like that up smash, again, I said this in one of the earlier games, but that up smash wasn't I think he's going to jump, I'm going to call him out with up smash. That was I'm going to up smash, please jump into it.
I need him to fall here or else I lose. It's such a risky option.
The prey up smash.
Yeah, it's a please be Pyra and not have drift.
Exactly, and we've got DM up 2-1, especially after that 3 stock to 1 comeback. He's got to be
That's got to be hurting for Just Blue. He knows he was up 3 stocks to 1, low percent too, because he took DM's second stock only at 30.
That's crazy.
That's a rough spot for Just Blue.
DM played the second half of that game pretty much perfectly.
Yeah, he did exactly what he needed to do. He executed Aegis' neutral perfectly, their advantage state perfectly. He did what he had to, and he didn't let the fear of being at like 140 on his last stock compared to Steve with Diamond to overwhelm him.
He played the same as he would have played otherwise, and I think that goes to show you how experienced and wise he is as a player. He knows that he can't be playing any different. He knows that he can't be stressing out about it, and he knows that he is skilled enough that if he just plays how he normally plays, he can make that comeback for sure.
Right. This is definitely a good showing from DM so far in this set. He's made the adaptations that he's need to. He's looking quite dominant. Ooh, that time the side B's not working, and he goes from 20 to
80. Quick 6 for his tries.
Yeah, that one mistake that was working and that one adaptation from Just Blue costed him pretty much his entire stock of advantage.
Yeah, exactly.
And now DM's the one who's down in percent. Just Blue can kind of sit back. He has full materials, full diamond, full gold. He really can just afford to sit back here.
I see why, dude, Steve is so hard to beat at mid-level for this exact reason, where it's like, DM got him to like the equal-ish percents because just of how amazing his advantage was. But Just Blue hits him once, and he's at 80.
Yeah, he's tied it up.
When you're at that mid-level,
I loved that fair from DM. It was like a way because he always knows, Steve is gonna go to ledge and then go super low and then kind of scoop back up. He knows that he's not gonna be able to hit him going low, so he waits for him to go high and then is able to punish the fair. Amazing patience from DM, honestly.
Yeah. Never getting way too antsy about that edge guard. Always just waiting and getting the hit that he needs to get.
Yeah.
Just Blue low on resources here.
Kind of scary.
I never noticed that the Steve makes the fall damage noise when he lands.
It's from a certain height.
Yeah.
It's actually 3 blocks high, which is true to Minecraft, where if you fall like past, I think it's like 3 or 4 blocks, you take fall damage. So it's pretty true to Minecraft.
I like that.
It's pretty sick. There's some nuances to Steve that are like, oh, that's cool.
Like when he gets like snoozed or sing, he goes into bed. I like that.
It's such cool attention to detail, but then there's also like,
yeah.
And then Steve as a character kind of, pretty sad that it, gets rid of all of the cool polish that there is.
Exactly. Especially Minecraft being one of my favorite games.
It's such a fun game. Look what they did. They made me hate it.
Yeah.
They made me hate it.
Unfortunately.
I'm not hating this gameplay, though. You know what I say? Unbiased commentator. Can't hate the gameplay.
Yeah, and Just Blue going for the Anvil footstool out of shield, had no iron, and died because of it.
Yeah.
And he's on maybe his tournament stock here.
Yeah, this
looking so dominant in winners. DM just really fighting back.
Oh, that fair, that's going to take it. Even it up, game 4 here. We're going to have to see something big from DM here. And honestly, that's such a... I think that approach from DM where he goes into the Steve zone, goes in and double nairs. He should just be able to get punished there, but Just Blue not being able to execute the punish, and then it doesn't work out for him. And losing that kind of positioning is like really big for Steve because once you enter the Steve zone, it should just kind of be reps.
Exactly.
Right? But DM making it worth his while.
Dancing in and out of the Steve zone, getting hits more often than he gets hit, which is especially important here. And really just especially realizing that, if I take this stock, I win the tournament.
No, please.
If I take the stock, I win the tournament. But he's not in any rush to take this stock. He's going to recover safely. He's going to get the hit he knows he can get.
DM, no stranger to a situation like this where it's tense, he's up, and he doesn't want to overcommit anything.
Yes, exactly. But Just Blue is going to be able to...
This is carry a spot for Just Blue, man, like been happening the entire set.
Ooh,
Just
these
Blue low on resources, doesn't really have too many options to be able to help him out of disadvantage.
He's got the
here.
diamond, but like at what cost?
Yeah, he has literally a last piece of redstone minecart here. He doesn't want to lose it, and it's going to be kind of like a bursty option here.
How do you know whether he has redstone?
With gold.
If it's glowing or if it just has gold?
If it's glowing, then you have enough for
oh,
redstone.
crafting in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need. Wow, really
That
good
is
bear
gonna
there.
do it, yeah.
Impressive comeback from Just Blue. He's been kind of getting dominated the entire set. Last game that he won was game 1 of this set, which is he won game 1 of the reset and of the first set,
Yeah,
and then kind of got toppled. So being able to break the curse that's happened of the set so far, where he wins game 1 and then loses the next 3, is like really important.
This is game 14 here of these two tonight.
Gonna be going into the last game here of the tournament. Gonna be a pretty important pick here. I think he's going small battlefield. I might be wrong.
And honestly, with the season Just Blue's been having so far, he could be looking to push that top 2, top 3 in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So
he's
if he wins this, that's a huge addition to his resume.
Winning match harder already such a big opening.
He beat Antimony. He beat
Nuggets twice. So impressive, honestly.
And like, he looked dominant while doing it. With Weefit too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Amazing start to the season. Going to secure these DM wins.
Really
Hopefully securing the DM wins. But even if he doesn't, this is really good for DM because DM, already taking the first set. If he can go into the season 2-1 on the match harder winner who beat Antimony and Nuggets twice, that's such a good such a good start.
Antimony was what, number 2?
Yeah, number 2 last season, and beating Nuggets. So it's like already a great start that you kind of want to go into here.
And I remember my first season competing, DM was ranked 2nd in Massachusetts only to Mars. And I remember thinking, wow, this guy is just so incredible. I can't wait to see what he does when he goes to majors. And of course, he did get some good wins in majors. He's got that Armadillo win, he's got the Sharp win at the major. But now that he's back in business, I'm just so excited to see what he can do because he's so talented.
Exactly. And right now, DM's kind of shown it in spades. 0 to deaths Just Blue for his first stock. We kind of talked over it, but it was just pretty much the entire first stock was just him oppressing Just Blue neutral, keeping him a disadvantage and not letting it go.
Exactly, and that's honestly...
He's kind of just doing it again here.
Exactly.
His smothering of Just Blue right now, keeping him disadvantaged, keeping him like struggling in these and in the Steve zone is like so important. Yeah, right now he's looking very scary. Only 39%. Just Blue clearly lap on his second stock here at 86.
Just Blue needs to make something happen and fast.
Yeah, he's starting to approach kill setups percentage or just kind of dying to being ledge trapped.
I love how we are like, oh, DM is just so powerful, like playing so well this set. He had to make a 3-stock comeback, and if he didn't do that, Just Blue would have won this set.
Yeah, exactly. He's been doing like really impressive this set, and this is looking rough for Just Blue.
Yeah.
This game 5, he's down 3 stocks to 1. We're gonna have to see a DM-esque game. What was that? Game 3, where he won against or game 2?
Yeah, down 3 stocks to 1. Not yet, but it's looking closer and closer every hit that DM gets here.
We're gonna have to see a comeback, but from Just Blue's side of a 3-stock to 1, comeback.
And it's
might take the stock. Yeah.
Not really been Just Blue's cup of tea to try and make comebacks here, but
this is
gonna have to do it.
By far the worst spot Steve could be in. Minimal to no resources, no gold, and no diamond. Yeah. So he's sitting here playing with just wooden tools to start off his last and only, like his last stock of the tournament. Yes, his materials has gold. Gold kind of, in a sense, better than diamond for safety and damage. Less wear on it though. So if he kind of gets an opening, he's gonna lose it immediately. But right now he's just kind of looking like low on resources, using the gold as a disadvantage option instead for the redstone. So he kind of just has. This is just hard. This is just such a hard spot to be in for Just Blue. DM is doing such an amazing job of just oppressing him. He's not having any items, no tools, no diamond.
He's getting this just like chip damage is the best way to put it, I think.
Yeah.
Like he's not gonna he's not risking much, but he's also not getting those great combos. But 1 or 2 aerials from Mythra just over and over adds up right here to 95. And DM is going to not... Oh,
yeah,
yes, he will end it. 140%.
I think he air dodged in the
3
blast
stock.
to die there.
Yeah.
Ending it, game 14 with a 3 stock.